4 officers on a U.S. Marshals task force team were killed and 4 other officers hurt after trying to serve a warrant earlier today.
Hey, welcome back to Surviving the Badge. We are here at the Surviving the Badge bar, and tonight we are going to be talking about the murder of 4 police officers in Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right. So last week, 2 weeks ago, there was an incident where the U.S. Marshals Task Force, which is usually comprised of marshals, local law enforcement, a bunch of different agencies that comprise this, usually locals because they know, the people, they know everything.
In the area.
Yep. In the area. I remember surveillance, we go down to Miami on a surveillance, you're like, before GPS and all that.
Oh my God, I know. You stop at the 7-Eleven to buy a map.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, so this task force
We're telling our age, bro.
A map. Well, I mean, I remember you telling me stories about you doing a surveillance on horseback, but,
Wild West sheriffs kept law and order on the frontier alongside fellow lawmen in the local.
There we go.
So the task force was out to arrest an individual by the name of Terry Clark Hughes Jr. He had a warrant for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and he was in the house, and he went up. The officers, as they were approaching the house to execute the arrest warrant, he came out, or from a higher position, I believe, with an AR-15 style rifle and shot and murdered 4 police officers and injured 4 or 5 more.
Department of Corrections.
Let me go ahead and give their names.
Yeah, please
so that
do.
we remember those. U.S. Marshal Thomas Weeks, Investigator Alden Elliott, Investigator Sam Paloche, and Police Officer Joshua Iyer. Please rest in peace. And we these families have got to be really reeling from all of this. And,
they're destroyed
during this shooting. And they ended up shooting and killing him, thank goodness. But just a really, really tragic situation. This is the highest law enforcement death in one incident since, remember the Dallas, where there was 5 officers killed?
We're learning new details about the sniper ambush of police officers in downtown Dallas last night. The attack turned a peaceful protest into chaos. 5 officers were killed, 7 other officers and 2 civilians wounded. Video shows a gunman firing at targets.
Yes. How many were killed out in Vegas from that hotel? I don't remember either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought there was a few, but unfortunately.
Yeah, so the criminal history on this scumbag, convicted of burglary in 2010. He spent some time in prison there. He was arrested in 2012, a high-speed pursuit over 100 miles an hour, had several warrants, numerous of them for failure to appear, drug possession of firearm by convicted felon, all these different things. So obviously, he was just misunderstood. So yeah. Wait, how did he get a firearm if he was a convicted felon? How did that? That seems counterintuitive. That seems just weird.
It says he was released from jail hours later. Records show. What is that?
Records show.
Oh, record show.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. One
of those stupid English words.
Apparently the prosecutor in this area is not a big fan of prosecuting people, so he was released just willy-nilly, no bond, all that kind of stuff. And this is the time. This is the area that we're dealing with this individual. So before we go into the meat and potatoes of this case,
let's talk about a beer moment.
Exactly. What are we drinking tonight?
Yeah, we are drinking the Krombacher.
Okay.
Weizen, naturally cloudy. I really like this.
It's a wheat beer. Yeah, it's a wheat beer.
Yeah, man. And me and you are big fans of anything Weizen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I'll give that an 8.5.
Is that because we are Weisenheimers?
We are quite wise in Heimers.
Yes. I'm going to give that a freaking solid 8.75, buddy. That is a good beer.
That is a good beer. And our beer today is brought to you, as always, with our beer and our whiskey is brought to you by our sponsors. And here's a word from them.
Contact Mainstreet Realty for all your real estate needs. This power team includes Tom Clem, a veteran Marine and retired law enforcement professional.
Make sure you check out our sponsors down below, Mainstreet Realty. I know you just heard about them, but let me tell you, these guys are top notch. Folks, check them out.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to help us with the sponsorship of beer or bourbon or whatever,
Absolutely.
shoot us an email at retiredcopsrule.
Because we do.
At Gmail, and we'd love to try a beer or whatever, or let us know some ideas, some show ideas, or you can comment down below, because we always read, or we try to read those. We are over 100,000 comments on our last short, so it's a little difficult to catch up on all the comments.
Yeah, I know better now. Okay, so was there a second shooter?
There was not a second shooter. So law enforcement originally thought, because of the situation, he started firing from an elevated position, a window, and he came out into the front yard. And that's where they ended up shooting and killing him. And because of the two different shooting position locations, they thought that there was a second shooter. What they did find in the house was an adult female and a 17-year-old female, but they've since released them.
And they're safe.
And they're safe.
Yeah.
I don't know the relationship of them.
Right, but they're safe.
Yeah,
so.
let me ask you this. While we're talking about them, if they were hiding this guy, he had a warrant for his arrest. If they were hiding this guy, aiding and abetting, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And
unless they're married. Unless she's married to him.
you can't be arrested for aiding and abetting if you're married?
No.
But, okay, because of husband-spouse privilege,
Right.
she doesn't have to tell
She
you
doesn't tell you
that you're
he's
hiding in
here,
the attic.
or he's not here, or he's in the attic.
Yeah,
or
they're always
whatever.
in the attic, right?
Yeah. What
He's
the
not-
hell,
He's
dude?
not here.
Hey, let me
Okay.
tell y'all something. If you want to talk about some scary shit, all right, climb up on a freaking ladder, okay, into an attic. What's the first thing that goes into the attic, other than hopefully a mirror? You have one to be able to check out what the hell's going on.
Isn't that standard equipment?
Well, yeah, you put the gum on the back of the asp and you stick your mirror on it. Yeah, whatever. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Right.
Pop back in the 80s, we didn't have freaking little fancy tactical mirrors and all that shit. Cell phones you could stick up there and freaking take a picture or a video. We didn't have that. Stick your head up in a freaking attic knowing there's a possible wanted suspect up there, a felon. That's some scary shit, man.
No.
And there's only one way in the attic and one way out of the attic.
That's why
and
when I
that's
was a
through there.
detective, I always let SWAT go in there.
Exactly. They got fucking helmets on.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
you guys go
talk
ahead.
about-
You guys go ahead.
We
Go,
never
go.
have talked about that, but I did that one time in those apartments over there off of the road where the old PD was.
Yeah.
And the elderly apartments there, well, happened to be some dude in there, and he was wanted. And me and the task force went in there. Yeah. Guess who the idiot was? Yeah.
So they gave Big Head
me and
the
Scott,
job?
Yeah. Scott from the SO. I love that guy. First ones to pop our heads through the freaking attic. And oh my God, dude, I'm telling you, I was so freaking nervous. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
And thank God he was sitting up there. He didn't have no weapons. He didn't have nothing. He was just sweating his ass off.
Yeah, because there was an incident down in Tampa where he killed an officer.
A Florida man hiding in an attic sparks a firefight with law enforcement, killing 2 officers and wounding a deputy U.S. Marshal. Authorities went to the home in St. Petersburg, Florida, trying to serve an arrest warrant. Police say more than 100 rounds were fired during the shootout. The suspect remains barricaded inside the house.
Just by exactly doing
There
that.
you go.
And they had to throw up, they put a dog up there, and I think he killed the dog too. So yeah, he's barricaded
dangerous,
up there.
man.
Yeah,
It's
they had
so
to
friggin'
ultimately
dangerous.
bring an APC and a SWAT team and all that.
So let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll get right back to this. Can reaction be as fast as action?
Are you talking regular mortal men or people like me that are superhuman?
I would
quick?
never ask you that. Hyperbole.
There's never a time where action is or reaction is faster than action.
Right. So here's a test for you folks. You and your partner, buddy,
I
friend.
mean, all the people who think that they know all the answers.
Yeah, that knows everything, and this is why cops should never have their gun in their hand ever, unless somebody pulls a gun on them. So I want you to take your hand like this and put your hand in your pocket, okay? And you're the bad guy. And I want you to have your partner put their hand at their side or in front of them like this, okay? So like
Interview
this.
stance.
Interview stance, or on their belt, or even resting on what would be their gun, okay? And I want your partner,
The bad guy,
to pull their hand out like this and go bang, bang, and shoot twice. And I want to see how fast you can pull your gun out of your holster. In other words, unlatch 2 snaps, pull it out of the holster, come on target, and fire 2 shots. There is no freaking way that you can do it within a second and a half. It can't be done.
Can't be done.
The world's greatest, fastest freaking gun drawing fools can't do it faster than that.
Because the brain is not fast enough to register, okay, I see movement.
Right.
I see that they're drawing.
And I see a gun.
Maybe I should
Oh,
react now.
Yeah, and you're
that's at
going
least
to
a
know
second.
what they're doing, and you still won't be able to get your hand on your gun and out of the holster. No, please don't use a gun. Use your finger. Use your finger or
Pew,
a spoon or something and put it in your
Straw.
pocket. Straw. But anyway,
Dried spaghetti.
I'm telling you, it can't happen. So this is why these officers are walking up the cars with their hands on their firearms, unsnapped, or down on their side, behind them, ready to go on these dark, doomy nights, middle of nowhere, tinted windows, every freaking thing else. You're not obeying commands. What I'm telling you guys, it ain't because they all just want to shoot somebody. It's because they're trying to freaking stay alive.
Next unit, when we get up here with Colazo, we've got a good shot for a 40 Mike.
It's not leave a mark right here, boy.
Moorhead, you ready?
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife, buddy.
Drop it. Impact.
Get down on the ground.
All right. I digress. I apologize.
That's okay. Well, I was asking you if
Tangent boy,
if
that's
these
me.
If these females could be charged with felony murder. What I was getting at, if they were aiding and abetting, they were committing a crime, and he murdered these people, couldn't they be charged with felony murder? And while LT's thinking about it, felony murder is anybody who dies when you're committing a felony. Like if I rob a bank and I'm here at the clerk robbing a bank and somebody dies of a heart attack, I would get charged with that death because my felonious act caused him to have a heart attack, therefore felony murder.
There's so much that goes into that, unless in some way they can show that the female aided him in the commission of the felony. I don't know if she could be charged. I don't think she could be charged. But if there's a correlation, she was giving him room and board and she was helping him hide out and everything else, and she knew about the gun and she didn't say anything to anybody, then yeah, she could be.
Okay.
It's just, man,
Yeah.
there's
And
enough
it
I
depends
don't
on the
know.
state. That's North Carolina, so
Right, and there's
Yeah.
enough I don't know
Yeah.
to, but
Right.
but there, yeah, there is a possibility she could be charged.
if you
At minimum, aiding and abetting,
Yeah.
like you said. Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Put your comments down below and what you think. So this investigation is going to take a while. They're going to, over 100 shots were fired. 4 police officers were killed. 12 others fired rounds. So they're on leave. 4 others were injured. So this is going to be one hell of an investigation. So let's salute these officers who gave their life in the line of duty of just trying to make the streets safer from this guy.
Absolutely. Salute, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
And that makes up part of the 56 that we lost this year so far.
58 so far, yeah.
Or 58,
This
I'm
is
sorry,
an old
yes.
number.
Man.
Yeah, we're sitting at 58 right now. Any last words or not last words? Last
Well,
thoughts.
I see you have here that they found a semi-automatic AR-15
Yep.
Was that in his in the house
at the residence or with him? I don't remember.
Gotcha.
Because I think there was also a .40 caliber handgun.
What did he shoot the officers with? Do we know
I think it was
yet?
the AR.
It was
yeah,
the AR.
I think
okay.
it was the
AR.
AR.
Is a semi-automatic assault rifle, similar to like the M16. In case you don't know what it is, that's what it is.
Armalite rifle. So I think that's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I got. I just pray for these family members of these officers that have been lost, and man, it's just so terrible. It's the tragedy to multiple agencies here, the Mecklenburg.
Yep.
And
Marshals
and
Service,
the
Charlotte Police Department, Department of Corrections.
Hit my car. Stop it! Yo! Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the car!
Following. Whoa! There. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That guy in that black car, I hope they're okay. They took the brunt of it. Yeah, the door's open. That's a positive sign. He's getting out. He's running. That's the suspect. Falling. Hopefully, just stay down. Just stay down.